Well, the clock is ticking to avoid a government shutdown at midnight tomorrow. So will Congress be able to do its job and come to some sort of an agreement? Here to weigh in is White House Senior Advisor for Strategic Communications and Assistant to the President of the United States, Mercedes Schlapp, on the North Lawn. Good morning to you, Mercedes.
Good morning.
Okay, so what's going to happen?
Well, I don't think the government's going to shut down. I think the president is making it very clear that this is not what we want. And obviously, I think that it's very important to know that the Democrats shouldn't play this shutdown politics. It's very harmful. And obviously, what's more harmful for is for our national security and especially for funding for our troops.
Right.
I mean, it's very clear that Speaker Nancy Pelosi is playing this game. Republicans and the president, they've come in with a fair deal of saying, look, you wanted a long-term reauthorization on the CHIP program. Let's work together to ensure that we can pass this short-term spending bill. And I think that's where we're hopeful that we're going to get to.
Well, you know, it is a sweetener of the deal to have the chip in this particular thing from the Republicans. But at the same time, Mercedes, you know that the Democrats feel that with this DACA deal, and they would like DACA in this, and they'd like to have a solution by tomorrow, they feel like they've got maximum leverage. And so they're going to strike while the iron is hot.
Well, I think that's very unfortunate if that's the posturing that the Democrats want to take. Obviously, the president and his team, in good faith, are willing to work on a DACA deal. It's why the president brought in members from both the House and the Senate, Republicans and Democrats. And what he asked for specifically was a bicameral, bipartisan framework. That's obviously not what he got when Senator Durbin and Senator Graham came to the White House. I think for the president, he wants to ensure that he has his immigration priorities in there, and that is border security. That is ending chain migration, ending the diversity visa lottery system. I mean, it's very clear that the president wants to move forward on a DACA deal on securing the border, but it's got to be with ensuring that we don't recreate a second DACA situation. As we're seeing already, border crossings have increased. Our ICE agents are not empowered. They don't have the opportunity to remove individuals coming in. This is a crisis. This is an ongoing problem, and the president will continue to do what he can to protect American citizens and also protect our homeland.
There's an item in the front page of the New York Times today that says that General Kelly went up to Capitol Hill, and one thing he told Democrats was that apparently the president's view on the wall has evolved. And then the president tweeted out this morning that he said, the wall, as it is the wall, it has never changed or evolved from the first day I conceived of it. Parts will be of necessity, see-through, and it was never intended to be built in areas where there is natural protection. Is that right? Obviously, the president says that's right, so which is it?
The president's vision on the wall has been very clear from day one. Obviously, he has worked closely with the Department of Homeland Security, who has talked to the president about what the needs are for those men and women who are on the front line on the southern border. I mean, what we are looking for and what DHS has asked for is $18 billion to secure the border.
Right.
That's something that we haven't seen come out of any of this DACA/secure the border deal at this point. I think for the president, he's made it very clear. Obviously, the wall consists of personnel. It consists of technology. There are natural barriers as well as the physical barrier. And that's what we want in order to ensure that American citizens are protected.
And, of course, you need the money for the wall, and that's up to Congress. Mercedes, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much.